A very good day to you. I'm Hank Gross, Mid-Hudson It's Tuesday, September 7th. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run. A CSX railroad bridge near the Hudson River at Poughkeepsie is a major concern to the Riverkeeper organization. The bridge, which has been shored up with wooden beams, carries large freight trains, many times with tanker cars full of chemicals. In recent years, they carried Bakken crude oil. Riverkeeper's John Lipscomb says it would be catastrophic should the bridge collapse under the weight of those tanker cars.
The emergency response people actually are more afraid of the mixed cargo trains because you'll have a train, it'll have Bakken, it'll have chlorine, it'll have some other God knows what thing. And the emergency response people are just terrified that a mixed product train will go in the water. And then the responders don't even know what they're going after.
Dutchess County Executive Mark Molinaro has raised a red flag to the state about the issue and demanded immediate remediation. CSX says it will replace the bridge next year. A bill sponsored by State Senator James Skoufis that would prohibit elected officials from serving on the boards of industrial development agencies has failed in the state legislature. Skoufis, head of the Senate Investigations Committee and an IDA watchdog, is disappointed that the measure, which was approved in the Senate, did not win approval in the Assembly.
I won't name names, but you can read between the lines. You have elected officials who have served on the Orange County IDA board and many other IDA boards for many years. They'll give out all these tax breaks, all these pilots, some of which are warranted, some of which are unwarranted, and then they run for higher office. And then the Rolodex comes out.
Skoufis suggested that some of those electeds who serve on IDA boards may solicit campaign contributions when they seek higher office down the road. More news in just a moment.
Galleria at Crystal Run is hosting an in-person Get Hired job fair event Wednesday, September 15th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. in Center Court. Local employers can interview, screen, and hire workers. Employers from a variety of industries will be in attendance looking for candidates at all skill levels. Legoland New York, Resorts World Catskills, and Heritage Financial Credit Union, along with JCPenney, Claire's, Macy's, Zales, and many other mall businesses. It's free to attend for all job seekers. Bring resumes and dress for your success. Interested in participating in the Get Hired job fair event Wednesday, September 15th? Contact the Galleria at Crystal Run or visit GalleriaCrystalRun.com.
The town of New Paltz has always believed in diversity and equity as well as inclusion, but never had written policy about it. The town board has now formalized its beliefs with an anti-racism statement, says town supervisor Neil Bethes.
I think it's an important thing for us to point out. I mean, we all felt strongly about this, but we just kind of overlooked it. But we want people to know that we believe in these things and that we're going to try to strive in all aspects of our work. Hiring, laws, policies to live up to, I think, the ideals that we've put out there.
The statement says the board opposes any expression or practice of hate, prejudice, intolerance, or discrimination toward an individual or group. The Appellate Division of State Supreme Court has sent the case of a former New York City man who was arrested in Poughkeepsie on a charge of criminal possession of a weapon back to Dutchess County Court. 39-year-old Karsheen Jamison was one of 5 people arrested in September 2018 on drug and weapons possession charges. He pled guilty to the weapons charge and was sentenced to 13 years in state prison. His sentence was based on his classification as a predicate felony offender based on previous convictions in the state of Florida for armed robbery and possession of a weapon. The appellate court, though, has ruled that the county court should not have adjudicated and sentenced him as a second violent felony offender without first holding a hearing to determine if one of the Florida crimes for which he was convicted would qualify as a predicate violent felony in New York State. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run.